My dear students, today we'll have the first lecture for the first course students of pharmaceutical chemistry subject. And our topic of the first lecture, natural and synthetic heterocyclic compounds, the derivatives of furan, 5-nitrofuran and benzofuran. Before taking this topic, I would like to remind you the classification of drug substances. If you remember, all of the medicine substances are divided into two groups: organic drug substances and inorganic drug substances. I would like to speak about organic classification, organic drug substances. If you remember, last year we spoke about it, and you know that all of the organic drug substances divided into four groups. The first group, aliphatic acyclic units or compounds. Aliphatic acyclic units, for example, methane, ethane, methanol, ethanol, ether, aldehydes, and a lot of preparation which have aliphatic acyclic structure. The second group, aliphatic cyclic units, and aliphatic cyclic units are the name carbocyclic units. Carbocyclic units divided into second and third group. The first group, alicyclic units, and the third group, aromatic units. Two of them belong to carbocyclic units. To the second group belong, for example, derivatives of adamantane, derivatives of terpenoids. If you remember, we took this information last year. Its preparation belonged to alicyclic units. And aromatic units, that preparation which have in the structure benzene cycle, are called aromatic compounds. For example, salicylic acid, the derivatives of ethers of salicylic acid, para-aminobenzoic acid, para-aminosalicylic acid, a lot of preparation which belong to aromatic units and which we took last year, if you remember. And the last group of all of the organic drug substances which are used in medicine belong to heterocyclic units. And if you remember, last year I said that the first course, in our first course, we will speak about heterocyclic units, and this heterocyclic preparation has a lot of half groups, and we'll take these half groups in this year. First of all, before taking our topic, and if you know our topic about natural synthetic heterocyclic compounds, and namely the derivatives of furan, 5-nitrofuran and benzofuran, before taking these derivatives of furan, I would like to show you some of heterocyclic compounds. What does it mean, heterocyclic compound? Heterocyclic compound, that compound which have in the cycle, which has in the cycle heteroatom. Heteroatom may be nitrogen, oxygen, or sulfur. For example, and heterocycle may be three-membered, from three-membered till seven-membered. For example, look some of them. Three-membered heterocycle, look here, ethylenamine. Ethylenamine has one heteroatom, it's three-membered heterocycle with one heteroatom nitrogen. Ethylenoxine, three-membered heterocycle with one heteroatom oxygen. And for example, ethylene sulfide also three-membered with one sulfur atom in this position. Five-membered heterocycles with one heteroatom. For example, furan five-membered with one oxygen atom. Thiophene five-membered with one heteroatom sulfur. And for example, pyrrole Pyrrole also 5-membered heterocycle with 1 heteroatom nitrogen. Now please look some 5-membered heterocycles with several heteroatoms, not one heteroatom, several, 2 and more heteroatoms. Please look here. Pyrazole has a nitrogen in position 1, 2 and 5-membered heterocycle. Imidazole 5-membered heterocycle in position nitrogen 1, 3. Thiazole have 2 heteroatoms, 2 different heteroatoms, sulfur and nitrogen in position 1, 3. Thiazole. Thiazolidine also 5-membered with 2 different heteroatoms, sulfur and nitrogen in position 1, 3. Oxazole also 5-membered with 2 heteroatoms in position 1, 3. 1, 2, 3 oxadiazole. Oxadiazole of its 5-membered heterocycle with 3 heteroatoms in position 1, 2, 3. And 1, 3, 4 thidiazole. Thidiazole also have 3 heteroatoms, 2 of them the same and 1 sulfur. Nitrogen in position 3, 4 and sulfur in position 1. 1, 2, 4 thiazoles. Or thiazole have sulfur in position 1 and nitrogen in position 2, 4. And tetrazole. 1, 2, 3, 4 tetrazole have nitrogen in position 1, 2, 3, 4 nitrogen. You can see it's a 5-membered heterocycle with 4 heteroatoms. Now please look 6-membered heterocycles with 1 heteroatom. Some of 6-membered heterocycles with 1 heteroatom. The first alpha-pyran. You can alpha-pyran, gamma-pyran. Alpha-pyran with double bond in position in alpha position each other, 5, 6, 3, 4 position. Gamma-pyran in para position each other. Tetrahedropyran without double bonds in the structure is 6-membered heterocycle with 1 oxygen heteroatom. Pyridine also 6-membered with 1 nitrogen in one position, and piperidine. You can see piperidine also 6-membered heterocycle with 1 nitrogen in position 1. 6-membered heterocycles with several heteroatoms. It's 6-membered with 1 heteroatom, but with several heteroatoms. For example, pyridazine. Pyridazine has nitrogen atoms in position 1, 2. 2 nitrogen atom. Pyrimidine has nitrogen atom in position 1, 3. Pyrazine nitrogen atom in para position each other in position 1, 4. And other preparation you can see thiazine. Triazine. Triazine has a nitrogen in position 1, 3, 5. Dioxan has also 6-membered heterocycle with 2 oxygen in position 1, 4. Dioxan. Thiazine in position 1 sulfur, 4 nitrogen, NH group. Oxazine has in para position oxygen and NH group. And morphalin, you can see morphalin. Morphalin has also in position morpholine without double bonds in the structure, and it's six-membered in para position each other oxygen and in H group. The cycles of natural and synthetic compounds, you can see some of them. For example, benzimidazole, you can see the structure benzimidazole. Benzimidazole lie in the structure of some preparation, for example, bendazole, imidazole, and etc. Bendazole or dibazole, benzimidazole. You can see its cycle, which consists of benzene and consists of imidazole, therefore name benzimidazole. Quinoclidine, you can see the structure quinoclidine. Some natural preparation belong to has in the structure quinoclidine, and in the structure quinolidine, for example, quinine, quinaline, and etc. It's quinoclidine. It's biological active substances which belong to alkaloids, and you can see this structure, quinaline. Quinaline also belongs to natural preparations, quinaline. For example, papaverine, in the structure of papaverine, some alkaloids also have this structure, quinaline. Quinaline, isoquinaline also belong to alkaloids. Look here. Isoquinaline. Isoquinaline has in the structure nitrogen in position 2. Benzothiazine has in the structure 3 heteroatoms, sulfurs, and 2 nitrogen atoms. Nitrogen atoms in position 2, 4. Benzothiazine. Quinolizidine or quinolizidine has nitrogen atom between 2 benzene cycles. Quinolizidine it's quinolizidine without double bonds in the structure. Pyrrolizidine also, the structure of pyrrolizidine 2 5-membered heterocycle with 1 nitrogen atom without double bonds. For example, platyphylline belong to derivatives of pyrrolizidine, platyphylline. Some of alkaloids belong to pyrrolizidine derivatives. For example, chroman also has this structure, chroman, and a lot of preparation, natural preparation belong to chroman derivatives. For example, vitamin E group vitamins. For example, purin. Also some alkaloids belong to purin. Belong to purin derivatives. For example, coffeine, theobromine, and etc. You can see coumarin. Coumarin also some preparation which have anticoagulant activity belong to coumarin derivatives. For example, ethyl bismuth, fepramaron, nitrofuran. In the base of this preparation lie this cycle, coumarin. Acridine has this structure. You can see free cycles here, and with 1 nitrogen as a heteroatom. Morphinan, you can see 4 cycles and with 1 nitrogen atoms in the cycle. Morphinan. For example, some preparation belongs to morphine, codeine, theobromine, morphine codeine belong to morphinan derivatives. Tropan, you can see this structure, tropan. Tropan consists of two heterocycle with NCH3 group, tropan, and some alkaloids belong to tropan. Phenothiazine, some neuroleptic belongs to phenothiazine, for example, aminazine, chlorpropazine, promazine, and etc. Phenothiazine. Aporphin, you can see the structure aporphin. For example, apomorphine hydrochloride belongs to aporphin. Aloehimban, you can see the structure aloehimban 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cycles, and in the base of these cycles lie the indole cycle, aloehimban. Some alkaloids belong to aloehimban derivatives. 1,4-aloehimban, you can see the structure 1,4-aloehimban with with a nitrogen atom in position 1,4. You can see aloehimban. Two cycles, one of them 6, one of them 7. 7-membered. Okay, 1,4-aloehimban. Okay, we look through some of the heterocycle substances, and you can see that heterocycle member may be 3-membered till 7-membered, and heteroatom may be 1, may be several, and may be the same heteroatoms and different heteroatoms. Okay, now I would like to give some information about receiving some heterocycles. For example, receiving of furan. You can see furan receive from furfurol. It's furfurol. In temperature medium, we receive furan. Furan. Receiving of pyrrole. Pyrrole received from furan in the presence of ammonium. Temperature 400 degrees Celsius, we receive pyrrole. When we speak about phenothiazine, phenothiazine received from diphenylamine in temperature medium. Diphenylamine, from diphenylamine we receive phenothiazine or phenothiazine. Also we say phenothiazine. The receive of coumarin from salicylic aldehyde with acetic anhydride, we receive coumarin, alpha-chraman or alpha-chraman. Receive of quinoline from aniline. Aniline reacts with acrolein, receive quinoline. Okay, the derivatives of 5-nitrofuran. 5-nitrofuran, it's our first topic, and 5-nitrofuran to 5-nitrofuran belong some preparation which has antibacterial activity, antiprotozoic, antibacterial, antifungal activity. Now we take some of them. For example, furacilin. Furacilin, Latin name of nitrofural. Nitrofural, INN name of this preparation, nitrofural. You can see that in the base of this preparation lie 5-membered heterocycle with NO2 group in 5 position. Therefore, this preparation belongs to 5-nitrofuran. The chemical name of nitrofural is semicarbazide of 5-nitrofural. You can see in 2 position lie semicarbazide. And in medicine practice, furacilin is used as hydrochloride and hydrochloride of semicarbazide of 5-nitrofuran. How we obtaining this preparation from furfural with acetic anhydride. We receive furfural diacetate. Furfural diacetate during with acetyl nitrate receive 5-nitrofurfural diacetate. During hydrolysis, we receive 5-nitrofurfural and semicarbazid hydrochloride. With 5-nitrofurfural with semicarbazid hydrochloride forming furanocylin, hydrochloric acid and water. Except nitrofural or furanocylin, we also take furadanin, other preparation furadanin. Furadanin we receive from 5-nitrofurfural plus 1-aminogidontain. At the end of reaction, we receive furadanin or nitrofurantain. Other name, nitrofurantain. Nitrofurantain is INN name of furadanin. The next preparation, furazolidone. Furazolidone also we receive from 5-nitrofurfural plus 3-amino-oxazolidone 2. At the end of reaction, we receive furazolidone. Furazolidone, the INN name of this preparation, furazolidone, and Latin name, furazolidonum, the same name, furazolidone. When we speak about identification, I would like to say that with different medium, with sodium hydroxide, this preparation gives a different color products. For example, with sodium hydroxide in water, in water solution gives orange red color. Nitrofural or furanocylin gives orange red color, and you can see that furan cycle disturb and form this structure, sodium salt of this structure, which has orange red color. When the first reaction we carry out and heat, at the end of reaction we receive ammonium, and we determine by specific order, and with wet litmus paper, red litmus paper becomes blue. It means that appear ammonium. Okay, its reaction with aqueous sodium hydroxide, but when we carry out this reaction with heating. The melting point of furanocylin or nitrofural, 236 degrees Celsius. You know that when we identify this preparation, and when we carry out the analysis of preparation, we must determine impurities which may be in this preparation, which must not be in this preparation. For example, in furanocylin must not be the free semicarbazid. How we determine semicarbazid? Semicarbazid we determine with failing reagent. With failing reagent forming red precipitate, copper 2 oxide. When appear red precipitate, it means in this preparation there is free semicarbazid, and it means that its preparation prepare wrong, and its preparation has impurities. Then when we speak about analysis, we also carry out assay of this preparation or quantitative determination. Quantitative determination, there are 4 methods of quantitative determination: nitrofuran or furan. First of all, iodometric titration or back titration, and the surplus of forming iodine we determine with thiasulfate sodium and in the presence of starch. The second method, spectrophotometry method for 50% sulfuric acid solution. The third method, ultraviolet spectrophotometry method, and the fourth method, photocolorimetry method after the interaction with the aqueous solution of sodium hydroxide. Now please look at the structure of furanidine. You can see that furanidine, if you remember, I show you the receiving of furanidine with amidar furanidine at the or other name nitrofurantaine. Nitrofurantaine, the INN name or furanidine. And furanidine we receive from 5-nitrofurfural and from gidantaine. Furazolidine 5-nitrofurfuron and oxazolidone. And you can see the full structure of furanidine and furazolidone. And if you remember, I said furazolidone had the same name, INN name and Latin name. Furazolidone INN name, furazolidonum Latin name of this preparation, and you can see the full structure of furazolidone. The next preparation, furazolin. Furazolin, you can see furazolin has this structure in the more difficult structure that the last preparations, and furazolinum or furaltadone. This preparation used as furanidine, and has antibacterial activity and used during urine tract infection. Furagin also or furazidine. It's INN name of furagin, and you can see that in this position hydrogen atom, and the other preparation sulfur, instead of hydrogen you can see potassium, and this preparation name furagin salubile or sulfur furamak. Furagin, sulfur and furanidine used during urine tract infection, for treatment urine tract infection. But furazolidone, you can see this structure, furazolidone using during intestinal disease, and intestinal disease has antiprotozoic, antifungal, and antibacterial activity. When we speak about furanidine, furazolidone, I would like also say that this preparation may differ each other with ethanolic solution of potassium hydroxide in dimethylformamide. You must know that in first case with furanidine form black red color or dark red color, but with furazolidone form brown color, and also this preparation may differ each other with sodium hydroxide also, and sodium hydroxide furazolidone we carry out with heating, gives brown color, aqua solution of sodium hydroxide, but furanidine gives dark red color, sodium hydroxide. But potassium hydroxide in dimethylformamide gives brown color, and potassium hydroxide, alcoholic solution potassium hydroxide in dimethylformamide with furazolidone gives blue color, dark blue color. Okay, it means that with potassium hydroxide in dimethylformamide we can differ furodanine from furazolidone. This preparation also, furodanine, furazolidone, we determine by ultraviolet spectrophotometric method with sodium hydroxide. Also, we determine alkalimetric method with alcohol solution of potassium hydroxide in dimethylformamide. We determine also spectrophotometric method, alkalimetric method, spectrophotometric method of this preparation. And when we speak about furazolidone also used as furodanine. Furodanine, I say that use for treatment urine tract infection. Okay. Now I would like to give some information about benzofuran. To benzofuran derivatives belong two main preparation: amidaron or cardaron. Amidaron, I name of cardaron. Cardaron, the other name or trade name of this preparation, and griseofulvin. Griseofulvin has antifungal activity, but amidaron used during stenocardia, during myocardial infarct of myocard, and has anti-arrhythmic, anti-anginal activity. You can see amidaron has in the structure benzofuran, has in the structure diethylamina, diode phenyl and this preparation may be determined by ultraviolet spectrophotometry in 270 nanometer, 258 nanometer, 270 nanometer, determined by infrared spectrometry, determined by thin layer chromatography, also determine high performance liquid chromatography, and assay method for amidaron, neutralization method because of its salt, hydrochloride salt, and equivalent point is determined by potentiometrically, and also high performance liquid chromatography. We determine this preparation. You also know that the preparation maybe have impurities, and impurities may be iodides, and to determine of iodides we must determine of iodides, and you know that free iodine color the chloroform in violet color. You know about it. And this preparation, I said before, used as anti-anginal, anti-arrhythmic remedy. Please remember this structure, and you must know that amidaron, name of this preparation, or cardaron, is used as derivatives of benzofuran. Okay, so in this lecture we took some information about classification organic substances, and now I show you again this slide, and we know that in this year we'll take only heterocyclic preparations, and heterocyclic preparation is about 90% of all of the preparation we use in medicine, and we took some structures of heterocyclic substances, and we can see that heterocyclic substances may be from 3-membered till 7-membered with one or several heteroatoms, which may be the same or different. And I gave some examples for you, and we took these examples. And also we gave also we took some information about receiving some cycles, heterocycles, and which lie in the basis of some preparations, maybe natural preparation of synthetic preparations. And also now we took all of the preparation which belong to 5-nitrofuran derivatives, which we receive from furfural, and then when we react with nitric acid, furfural, you can see with nitric acid we receive 5-nitrofurfural diacetate, and when we receive furacilin or nitrofural, the other name, furadanin, and furazolidone, furadanin, nitrofurantanin, and furazolidone, also furazolidone, and other preparation also took this preparation. Okay, I think it's enough for today, and our lecture is over. Okay, see you again.